How was your big walk, Noodle?
Start your day with silly and safe. Start your day with sassy and sage. Sincerely, simply, seriously cereal.
Everyone is welcome here.
Hey.
Hey, you.
Let's see what we're looking at today. Hey everyone, I'm Maxwell.
And I'm Jennifer, one of Maxwell's moms. Welcome to Seriously Cereal.
Episode number
472!
Thanks, numbsters.
Seriously Cereal is made possible by viewers like you.
And by Blue Legacy, a volunteer-run nonprofit dedicated to bringing people together.
You can find out more at
www.seriouslycereal.org. Thanks, Spoonie.
If you eat your cereal dry, then you are a snacker, like our buddy, Bowler.
Hello!
Hey. Or, if you prefer your cereal with milk, then you are a spooner, like our pal, Spoonie. He's also Seriously Cereal's director.
Every month we post episodes with a theme.
And this month's theme is...
Breakfast favorites!
Thanks, numbsters.
Thank you! And today, we will be reviewing Fruity Pebbles Waffles.
With an exclamation point.
Yes, it's very exciting.
Waffles!
All right, Spoonie, time to talk.
Well, I don't think of a Pebble as a breakfast favorite. But I think fruit and waffles could be seen as a breakfast favorite. And so I guess Fruity Pebbles Waffles fits our monthly theme.
Yeah. And I do have to say, it's probably obvious from the box, but we did actually review a Fruity Pebbles flavored pancake mix, which was like pancakes and then they came with like Fruity Pebbles you can sprinkle on top. But yeah, this is just Fruity Pebbles Waffles, and it's a cereal shaped like waffles.
Oh, it's not like a mix to make waffles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I heard we were reviewing this, that's what I thought it was at first. Because it doesn't say waffle cereal, but yeah, it's, as you can see, it's just a waffle cereal. Like the Blueberry waffle cereal we reviewed a while ago.
Yeah.
I'm very curious about this, though.
Yeah, it's like waffles, but they've got the little speckled colors of all of the Fruity Pebbles baked right in there.
Yeah. You know, cavemen, what the Flintstones are, they are the ancient ancestors of humans. Humans are descended from, cavemen. But I have to say, for cavemen, the Flintstones are very inventive with the flankers they put out for their Fruity Pebbles. Because there's, of course, Cocoa Pebbles and whatnot. But then there's, like I said, the pancake mix. But then there's also, the Fruity Pebbles candy bars. It's like, credit where it's due. Our ancestors were pretty inventive.
It's the word of the day. I'm Sunny, and
Ancestor!
is the word of the day.
So your ancestor is someone in your family who lived a long time ago. Someone you're descended from.
Yeah, very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's find out more about Fruity Pebbles Waffles cereal.
Okay. All right, so a serving size is 1.5 cups.
Okay.
Calories, 160 calories per serving. 35 grams of carbohydrates per serving. And Forkamillion?
Hello there, Maxwell and Jennifer.
Hey, Forkamillion, what's up with the added sugar?
Kiddos shouldn't have more than 12 grams of added sugar each day. Grown-ups can have up to 24 grams. But everyone should be careful not to eat too much sugar, because it doesn't do a very good job of helping us grow and be healthy. Today's cereal has
15!
grams of added sugar.
Thanks, Forkamillion and Numpsters.
Glad to help.
15 grams?
This is a dessert cereal, guys.
Yeah, and
Either
then some.
don't have a full serving or share it with someone else, but make sure you don't have a lot of other sugary things if you are eating this cereal. Oh, hi, Spider. Sorry, I was worried about all the added sugar in here.
Hey, Bowler, what can you tell us about the cost for this cereal?
What you're reviewing today costs,
$4.93!
and there are
13!
servings. Ha ha ha. Thanks for helping, Numpsters.
You're welcome!
Okay. Thanks, Bowler and Dumpsters. Thank you too, Spider. Alright, so $4.93 divided by 13 is 37 cents per serving.
Okay, and depending on where you shop, an average serving of cereal costs between 35 and 40 cents per serving.
Yeah, so at least it's on the lower end of the average, but that added sugar is really...
Kind of in the middle. Kind of in the middle, yeah.
So, I mean, I guess let's see if the taste is alright.
Yeah.
Still a little nervous about this one. Okay, Spooty, time to taste.
Thanks, Spooty.
Thank you. Okay, so this is a serving,
1.5 cups.
and as usual, we'll split it.
Ooh, they're big.
Yeah,
They're very square.
we're probably not going to have a full serving of this one, because there is a lot of sugar in there.
You guys, this is as square as like a Minecraft block.
No, actually, I think it's actually smaller than the other waffle cereal we tried from the, like, Rube waffle. I think it was Crow.
I think of waffles as like round, first of all, but I guess they can be
I
square.
think those were
Round and like maybe twice as thick as a pancake, but this is like 5 times
They have
as
little,
thick as a
They
pancake.
actually have little bits of Fruity Pebbles on them, it looks like. Or
Yes.
colored bits at least, but they are like actual, like, they're not baked into, well, they are baked in, but they're not just baked into the waffle. They're actually also, like,
Maxwell,
on the end.
I don't think they are baked in.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was just looking. I bit one in half.
Oh. Okay, they're very crunchy to start with.
Very crunchy. Oh, those two are stuck together. This one's extra thick. I'm gonna keep biting through them to see if the little, it's like little sprinkles of Fruity Pebbles.
Yeah.
No, I really don't see them in there.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay. So these taste like Fruity Pebbles. Even though the little speckles, the orange, red, green, blue, purple speckles that are on these, it's like little ground up Fruity Pebbles that are then sprinkled on top of them. Even though they're very, very small, the flavor is pretty big.
Yeah. I feel like I might be getting a little bit of a kind of maple, like, syrupy taste, too.
Me too. I'm very curious about that. Well, hang on. Let me try one more. A double. Let's double check that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm curious now.
Let's see what's in here. If there's any maple or molasses or something like that. It says Fruity Pebbles waffles, sweetened corn and oat cereal with natural and artificial flavors, crunchy, fruity blasted waffle shapes. Okay. It has number 1 ingredient, yellow cornmeal.
Okay.
Second ingredient, sugar. Whole grain oat flour, corn, canola or sunflower oil, salt, and then some calcium, some coloring, some more sugar, some corn syrup,
There's even a sweetness in the milk after that.
and some dyes.
No maple, though?
No maple, and no specifically called out as maple flavoring, so. But
that is interesting.
yeah, it is interesting. I guess maybe it's just the extreme sweetness is that our brains are telling us, oh, that's like a sweet maple syrup type thing. So these are very, very sweet, you guys. They are not super sticky, even though I was joking around and showing you guys how two were stuck together. In my hand, you know, because as a snacker, I'm eating these with my hands.
Yeah.
So,
Oh yeah, they don't stick too much.
so they don't really stick.
So it's not like a glaze.
And they are a nice size, you know, despite the fact that I don't think this really looks like that much like a waffle. It's a very
It
thick,
almost looks like
Also-
a tiny Rice Krispie treat on the side.
yeah, a little bit. Doesn't make a little tray of Rice Krispie treats. The other thing that's kind of interesting about these is the little squares, the indentations in the waffles aren't indentations. They're not just like a little dip into
they're
the cereal.
actual
They're holes.
Yeah, that seems to be the norm for like waffle cereals. I'll say.
Does it? Yeah.
Yeah, they do like a honeycomb kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I do have to say, I am.
But a honeycomb really does have holes because bees fill up honeycombs with honey.
That is true. Yeah, waffles don't do that.
No.
You know, though I will say, I am a little bit surprised that they're not glazed, because now I'm looking at my bowl, and some of those bits have actually come off as though they were like stuck on with some sort of glaze, but there wasn't. So.
I think it's just a sugar glaze with the little crushed up the fruity pebble dust. You know how there's Cinnadust for Cinnamon Toast Crunch? That cereal has put out a seasoning called Cinnadust. This is like fruity pebble dust. Pebble dust? I don't know.
Pebble dust.
Yeah, fruita dust. But I think what it is it's mixed in a simple syrup of just sugar and water, and then it's just glazed over. Or the little fruita dust, the pebble dust, is mixed in with corn syrup, which was also an ingredient.
That might be what it is, the sugar and then the corn syrup.
Because then in milk, sugar or corn syrup, it would dissolve into the milk. Max, you said the milk got very sweet.
Yes.
And then the little bits of fruita dust would be floating around in that milk. Despite the fact that I don't think these look very much like a waffle, they are actually a nice size for picking up and eating as a snacker. If you like the taste of Fruity Pebbles, I would definitely say you would like this. But beyond that, if you tried the Fruity Pebbles pancake mix, or I want to say there was a Fruity Pebbles cake mix.
Yeah, that does sound familiar.
But whether or not there was one, Fruity Pebbles as like a baked good, you guys, like a cake, a cookie, pancakes, that's what this tastes like. So it's not as fruity as Fruity Pebbles, but it definitely tastes like Fruity Pebbles, but Fruity Pebbles mixed with like a pancake.
Sure.
Which kind of makes sense since this is Fruity Pebbles mixed with like a waffle.
Yeah.
Like a buttermilk waffle or a vanilla birthday cake, something like that.
Sure. I don't know though. I feel like with waffles, especially compared to pancakes, I usually associate them as being a little less sweet. So maybe if they dial back the sweetness a little bit, this would be a bit better, but...
Yeah, they don't need to be this sweet. They don't need to be this sweet to be good.
I do agree with a lot of what you're saying, but I think I'm going to need a little bit more time for this one.
I really like the look of these, to be honest. I know I keep making fun of how it doesn't look like a waffle, but I actually like the colorful little tiny sprinkles all over it that are the Fruity Pebbles. I think they're pretty. I think they're easy to eat. I really wish they weren't quite as sweet. It's just, I need more time too.
Oh, hey, I know what we should do. I think that it's...
Hi, everyone. I'm Serious Sloth, and I'm serious about 3 things: cereal, music, and animals. Today, we get to see
Italian Greyhounds!
Let's listen to music and chill with these sweet beasts.
Icy is another Italian greyhound, though she's about half the size of Noodle and about half the weight. She's a little bit darker gray. Italian greyhounds come in many colors. Biscuit is another Italian greyhound. See, they come in all sorts of colors. And many sizes too. Biscuit is also little, like Icy. Biscuit and Icy are both about half the size of Noodle. Who's home finally? How was your big walk, Noodle? See, you can really see. Even though they're the same type of dog, they're different colors and different sizes.
Thanks for spending some time with me and some awesome animals. Who should we chill with next?
Okay. I'm feeling refreshed, and I think I'm about ready to wrap this up.
Well, the scores were tricky. They're tricky sometimes. It's not always easy to find the right score.
Oh, fan mail! Thank you, Numbsters!
Thanks! And thank you. We love hearing from
We
you.
really do. All right, let's see what you've sent in today.
Fan mail.
All right, this is to Jennifer. Hey,
Oh,
here you are.
Hi, guys.
And it is from Elaine K.
Hi,
through
Elaine.
the mailbox on the website. And Elaine writes, many, many, many years ago.
Like when I was small?
When I was just out of college, I worked as a puppeteer and I loved it. I see that Seriously Serial has many puppets. Have you ever shared photos of the puppeteers or taught your young viewers about them? You know, that's a good question and a great letter. Honestly, even as a kid, I really was always fascinated, by the, behind the scenes stuff from, Sesame Street or, Blue's Clues and whatnot. It makes sense that I grew up to be an editor, because, even back then I just loved, hearing about all, the actors and, the puppeteers, who really brought these characters to life.
Mm-hmm. I always thought that, and it's true, Maxwell did used to watch, for instance, Blue's Clues really jumps out at me now, even though that is hosts with animation.
Yeah.
It's a very similar vibe, I think, to Seriously Serial.
And they
where
also
you
did have that one segment where it was puppets a little bit.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, I don't even remember that. Good memory.
It was later on. I think after Joe was the host.
Oh, that's right. There was multiple hosts.
Yeah.
I always thought to myself, Maxwell would be a very good host because he has a very gentle nature and he is very interested in sharing things with other people, and I think that's what you need to be a good host. Elaine, we would love to share a little bit about the puppeteers, and actually by doing that we get to share about one of my favorite topics, which is the company that we all volunteer for.
Yes.
Blue Forge Group. So Blue Forge Group has 4 divisions, right? Blue Forge Films, Blue Forge Press, Blue Forge Sound, and Blue Forge Gaming. Seriously Serial is made by Blue Forge Films, who does film and television. And Blue Forge Films has a special group of actors that they live all over the world called the Blue Village Acting Troupe. And from that troupe is where we get the people that do the voices for a lot of our puppets. Now, you guys may have already seen in the credits, but Spoonie doesn't need a puppeteer to do his voice. He handles all of his stuff himself. Yeah. But I actually make the voice for Bowler, and Maxwell makes the voice for Bookworm.
Yeah.
And which is so cool. And then for Crafty Cat, sometimes I make the voice for Crafty Cat, and sometimes Faith, Maxwell's sister, makes the voice for Crafty Cat. Faith also always makes the voice for Spider.
Yes.
But we have some other really cool puppets, characters, and friends that you guys know. Like, for instance, Geraldine Bowers does the voice of
Jack's Lightning.
And this is a picture of Geraldine. And Ty Anderson makes the voice of
For Chameleon.
And here's a picture of Ty Anderson. Lauren Patzer does the voice of
Sunny.
And here's a picture of Lauren Patzer. And one of our newest additions, Aiden Kennedy does the voice of...
Serious Sloth.
And here's Aiden's picture. So what's really cool about this, you guys, is that all of the puppets are puppeteered by Brienne or Faith or Maxwell or me. But the voices, they come in from the voice actors through the mail or through email. And we tell them, here's the episode, and this is what's going on in the episode. And they actually record the lines at home in their own little home studios. And then they send those in, and we then, Maxwell specifically, edits them into the episode. Maxwell, is there anything else that you would like to share with our young viewers and with Elaine about the puppeteering part? Is there anything that's tricky about it as an editor?
Well, let's see. I think the most difficult part is probably lip syncing, because for certain puppets we do that manually. What I do is once we have the voice clips, I'll play them on my computer in the other room, just over there, and somebody, usually Brienne or Jennifer, they'll lip sync the puppets to the line live. Sometimes, though, we don't have the line just yet, so we kind of have to guess how long each reading is going to be, so that can be sometimes a little bit tricky, and that often means I have to edit the footage to make sure it lines up good. And there's also, Forkamillion and Bowler, their mouths are animated, fully animated, so those are actual little images that I swap between. So there's a Bowler mouth closed, Bowler mouth open, Bowler saying a word that starts with O. Yeah, those are all different images that
Maxwell draws those.
and they have to be swapped in interchangeably. What's a good way to say?
I think that's in order, in like little patterns.
Yeah, depending on what he says.
Oh, hello, Maxwell. Like things like that. And that's you're right. That is very tricky.
Yeah,
Both of those ways are tricky.
And it is time consuming, even for just a simple animation like that. Even for Chameleon, because even though when his mouth is closed, you can't see his mouth. But that's a little bit tricky because he's very active. So I have to make sure that when he opens his mouth, that I have to make sure it's actually following his body. So when his mouth appears, I have to make sure it isn't, let's say,
on his eyebrow. On his shoulder. No, Forkamillion doesn't really have shoulders.
No, not really. Not in his puppet form, anyway.
But thank you, Elaine. We've never gotten to show pictures of the puppeteers before, and I think that's a really cool idea. Now, if you guys want to see the names of any of the puppeteers again, we run everyone's names in the credits at the end of each full-length episode.
Yeah.
So that's really cool. But thank you for your amazing question, Elaine. We love sharing pictures of our whole team. This show, it takes a lot of people to make it.
Yeah.
And we are very, very grateful for every single one of them.
Yeah. Hey, and you know what?
Yeah.
I think I finally know what my score is.
Me too.
Okay.
Me too. Oh.
All right, Spooty. Time to score. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Did you know that everyone here at Seriously Serial is a volunteer? We are. And you can support the show over at seriouslyserial.org.
Because Seriously Serial is safe for kids, YouTube turns off comments when we post episodes online. But we love hearing from you. Go to seriouslyserial.org and use the mailbox button to send us a message. We might read it in a future episode.
Find new episodes of Seriously Serial every Saturday morning on YouTube, on public access television, and at seriouslyserial.org.
See you next time.
Bye.
Start your day with silly and safe. Start your day with sassy and sage. Sincerely,